We all love a good conspiracy theory. For most of us, they're a form of absurdist entertainment. We read stories about how we supposedly never landed on the moon and how the Earth is supposedly flat. And then we have a good laugh at the people who are dumb enough to believe these things. But what if we were to tell you that not every conspiracy theory is total nonsense? For every "the Queen was actually a lizard person," there is another that has some truth to it. You'd probably be quite shocked. How could we make such an outlandish claim? Well, folks, strap in and put on your tin foil hats, because here are 5 conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true for the most part. Theory 1. Roswell. In 1947, a mysterious object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico, sparking rumors of extraterrestrial involvement. The Air Force initially dismissed it as a weather balloon, but suspicions persisted, leading to the development of a widespread conspiracy theory. By the late 90s, UFO enthusiasts believed the US government was hiding the truth about an alien spacecraft crash at Roswell. Contrary to popular belief, the object was not a spaceship, but a balloon from Project Mogul, a Cold War-era initiative. These high-tech balloons, equipped with secret detection technology, were launched to monitor potential Soviet nuclear tests. One of these balloons crashed in Roswell, giving rise to UFO speculation. While not an alien craft, it technically qualified as an unidentified flying object, contributing to the conspiracy theory's partial accuracy. The US military, notorious for secrecy, revealed the truth in the 1990s. Amid renewed interest in the Roswell incident, a New Mexico representative pressured the government to declassify documents. In 1994, the US Air Force released findings from its internal investigation, attributing the debris to a missing Mogul balloon. The report explained that harsh winds prevented the recovery of this balloon, ultimately landing on a ranch in 1947. The conclusion was supported by a Project Mogul members' journal, publicly released in the 90s, referencing an unrecovered balloon in June 1947. This revelation highlighted the importance of transparency in government actions, emphasizing the role of public pressure in uncovering classified information. The Roswell incident serves as a cautionary tale about the power of conspiracy theories and the need for objective scrutiny to separate fact from fiction in historical events. The report talked about aliens too. Unfortunately, it said the Air Force didn't have any proof of finding aliens in Roswell. But some people think the report is fake, made to keep us uninformed. Theory 2. Bohemian Grove. Conspiracy theories often revolve around the idea of shadow governments, where a secretive and malevolent hierarchy is believed to be responsible for global issues. One such theory centers on the Bohemian Grove Club, a 700-acre campground hidden in the California countryside among towering redwoods. This exclusive fraternity, founded in 1872 by journalists, artists, and musicians seeking an escape from city life, now boasts some of the most powerful men in the Western world among its members, including former US presidents like George Bush Sr. and Ronald Reagan. While the existence of the Bohemian Grove Club is well known, the details and activities within its confines remain shrouded in mystery due to its highly secretive nature. Members and guests adhere to a motto, "Weaving spiders come not here," signifying that what happens at the Grove stays at the Grove. Journalists are strictly prohibited from the premises, intensifying the air of secrecy. The limited information available comes from infiltrations, investigative journalism, and hidden footage. One notable infiltrator, Alex Jones, used a hidden camera in 2000 to capture footage of an enigmatic ceremony called the Cremation of Care. During this ritual, members don costumes and burn an effigy named Care before a massive owl statue. While the club's spokesperson acknowledged the authenticity of the footage, they downplayed its significance, describing it as a traditional musical drama celebrating nature. Another source of insight comes from Spy magazine writer Philip Weiss, who infiltrated the encampment in 1989, posing as a guest for 7 days. His exposé revealed peculiar rituals, such as public urination, plays with men portraying women, comedy shows, and lakeside talks where high-ranking officials shared undisclosed information. Despite the bizarre and secretive nature of the Bohemian Grove Club's activities, concrete evidence of nefarious machinations remains elusive. The available evidence suggests that the club is more of an extravagant camping holiday where the rich and powerful relive their university days. While the forest may be filled with the Western world's elites engaging in peculiar rituals, connecting the dots to prove a grand conspiracy is challenging. Nevertheless, the existence of a secret society among the rich and powerful is undeniable, adding fuel to conspiracy theories surrounding shadow governments. In conclusion, while the Bohemian Grove Club's rituals may raise eyebrows, conclusive evidence of sinister plots remains absent, leaving the conspiracy only partially proven. Theory 3. Government surveillance. In American history, few events have been as impactful as Edward Snowden's revelation of the extensive surveillance carried out by the United States National Security Agency, SA. Prior to 2013, there were ongoing debates and suspicions about the NSA's monitoring activities, often dismissed as the ramblings of conspiracy theorists. However, Snowden, a former NSA contractor, changed the narrative by leaking classified documents that exposed the shocking reality. The NSA was conducting widespread, warrantless surveillance on the phone and internet activities of American citizens. This revelation echoed the dystopian vision of Big Brother in George Orwell's 1984 Inches and exposed a program called PRISM, which granted the NSA unrestricted access to major tech companies' servers, including Google, Apple, and Facebook. This allowed the agency to delve into individual search histories, emails, file transfers, and live chats, essentially a digital strip search. The intrusion wasn't limited to the US, as it extended to foreign nationals and governments, violating diplomatic norms. Another program, XKeyscore, operated like a Google for private communications, enabling the NSA to access individuals' browsing histories and emails without a warrant. The global community reacted with outrage, demanding accountability and reforms. The US, typically seen as a defender of freedom, faced scrutiny over its commitment to democratic values. While some acknowledged the need for balancing national security and privacy, others argued that surveillance was crucial for thwarting potential terrorist activities. In response to the disclosures, Snowden faced charges under the Espionage Act and sought asylum in Russia. The aftermath forced nations to confront the moral and ethical implications of mass surveillance. Despite the controversy, the US government's stance remained ambivalent, reflecting a tension between security and individual rights. Snowden's actions left an indelible mark, dispelling the idea that mass government surveillance was a mere conspiracy theory. The ongoing global conversation continues to grapple with the delicate balance between security imperatives and the protection of privacy and civil liberties. Theory 4. A war started on a lie. Conspiracy theories often captivate people with their mysterious allure, raising eyebrows and sparking an unquenchable thirst for truth. One such theory revolves around the Gulf of Tonkin incident, a pivotal event that triggered the Vietnam War and simmered in the public's consciousness for decades. Skeptics contended it was a false flag operation, an audacious claim initially dismissed by many. However, time proved the conspiracy theorists right. In 1964, the USS Maddox and USS Turner Joy reported an unprovoked attack in the Gulf of Tonkin by North Vietnamese forces, escalating into an international crisis and leading to the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution. This resolution, endorsed by Congress, granted President Lyndon B. Johnson the authority to deploy military forces in Southeast Asia, marking the official start of substantial US involvement in the Vietnam War. Doubt shrouded this narrative, with skeptics questioning the authenticity of the alleged attack. They proposed that the incident was orchestrated to justify an unpopular war, relegating this theory to the fringes of political discourse for years. In 2005, the NSA declassified an internal study, revealing that the second reported attack had never been confirmed. Misinterpreted radar and sonar data had created a false narrative, providing a pretext for increased US involvement in the conflict. This disclosure rocked not only the public, but also historians and analysts who had accepted the official narrative for decades. Corroborating reports and testimonies emerged, including Lieutenant Commander James Stockdale's account and former Secretary of Defense Robert S. McNamara's admission to the documentary The Fog of War. These revelations shattered the credibility of the Gulf Tonkin incident, affirming the conspiracy theory's assertion of a false flag operation. The impact of this deception was profound, revealing that over 58,000 American soldiers had lost their lives in a war built on falsehoods. The Vietnamese people, enduring casualties in the millions, suffered prolonged conflict due to America's substantial contribution, men, money, and materials, based on a lie. Theory 5. Gay Frogs. In July 2015, the internet buzzed with a memorable statement from controversial figure Alex Jones, who boldly claimed, "I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay." While many dismissed it as absurd, there's a kernel of truth in Jones's narrative, though not as sinister as he suggested. The core of the story revolves around chemicals affecting the sexuality of frogs, a phenomenon grounded in reality, but simplified and distorted by Jones. Amphibians, like frogs, can undergo natural physiological changes, including shifts in gender, due to various environmental factors. While not exclusively caused by specific waterborne chemicals, certain substances introduced by human activities can contribute to these changes. Contrary to Jones's dramatic conspiracy theories, the introduction of these chemicals into water sources isn't orchestrated by globalist plots, but rather stems from a more mundane source: the pills we take daily. Activist Seth Siegel, in his book Troubled Water, explains the journey of chemicals from birth control pills, emphasizing that around 90% of the pill's ingredients are excreted via urine or sweat. The expelled content, containing synthetic estrogen called E2, enters wastewater treatment plants. E2 is an endocrine disruptor with potential reproductive hormone interference, particularly affecting sensitive populations like infants when consumed in excess. Siegel reveals that over 10 million doses of synthetic estrogen enter America's wastewater daily due to 15 million people regularly taking these pills. Despite assumptions that dilution would solve the problem, traces of pharmaceutical compounds persist in filtered waters. Astonishingly, residues of drugs like Prozac have been found in fish in the Great Lakes. Estrogen in rivers and lakes in the northeast US has caused male fish to exhibit female characteristics, affecting fertility across generations. Considering the impact on less complex organisms, a natural question arises: could humans also be affected? While this might prompt some to seek Alex Jones's water filters, it's crucial to understand that scientific knowledge about potential human health implications remains incomplete. While it's not possible to claim everything is fine, there's no need to panic either. Current research lacks certainty. In response to this scientific gap, Siegel advocates a proactive approach, suggesting efforts to remove these compounds at water treatment plants. However, he advises against extreme measures like banning medications on which billions depend daily. Striking a balance between addressing the environmental impact and ensuring continued access to essential medications is essential. In the world of conspiracy theories, truth can be stranger than fiction. We've explored 5 chilling conspiracies that turned out to be true, revealing unexpected twists of reality. It's a reminder to question, investigate, and stay vigilant. If you enjoyed delving into these dark secrets, don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending content.